Welcome to Dusty Workbench. I'm Paul. I'm not supposed to be doing this video. Brenda doesn't think it's a good idea. No, she does. I'm just joking. Today's video, I just wanted to give you an update of where we are in our business. From where we started 1 year ago, we decided to start this business, or a little over a year ago, and where we are today. Stay tuned to find out, is this business working or not? For those who haven't been following this channel, it's just, I'll give you a quick, and I don't want to bore those who have been following this channel. I'll do this really quickly under like 30 seconds. Essentially, Brenda and I, my wife and I, we decided back in May of 2019 that we're going to start a woodworking business. Reason being, we decided to start a woodworking business because about 20 some years ago, we actually somehow ended up doing some woodworking. We did a piece for ourselves here and there, and then people saw it and they asked us to make them something, and before you know it, by word of mouth, we were making woodwork. We had a little woodworking business on the side, and this was the time after we just sort of graduated. We moved in together, we bought a house, and so we were really busy to begin with, and we started getting jobs and everything else, multiple jobs to try to make a full-time job at that time. And then we were doing this woodworking on the side as well. And then, of course, we ended up having kids, which, is not a bad thing, but that just was just another another thing on the layer, a layer of life kind of thing that we had to eliminate something because it was just too much. So we took out the woodworking at that time. So we ended up concentrating on family and work and life. Flash forward 20 some years later, we said, hey, why not give this a go again? We did it back then. That was back before we had internet. We had the old dial-up kind of internet connections back, if we had that even, I'm trying to remember. Very limited anyways. So now with today's tools like this on YouTube and Kijiji and Marketplace and a whole lot of other options for doing stuff online, we said, hey, let's give it another go. So back in May 2019, we decided to give it a go. Of course, there was some preparation to do. We wanted a website. We planned how we wanted to develop this business as well. We just didn't want a woodworking business, especially in today's environment. We decided that it'd be nice to have the online aspect of things as well, such as YouTube channel and our website, so that eventually we can also sell plans or courses, as we get experience with starting this business on the side and what we learned through this whole process that we can share with people. There's other ways of making income and affiliate links and Patreon and all kinds of other options, different streams that we can have instead of just the one stream of actually building furniture and selling it. In case, for whatever reason, I can no longer, or Brenda can no longer do the actual physical job, that we might at least have other streams of income to replace that. So should we get sick or something that we can't do the actual woodworking. So we wanted to make sure that, if something collapses, there's another way, something else to swoop in and help us along kind of thing. So that took a little bit of preparation and figuring out how we're going to do that. Again, we started in May of 2019, and then come summer, we decided a lot of things were happening, and the year before was a horrible summer for our family as well. So we decided to take the summer and make sure that we spend it with our family and friends and concentrated on that more than the business. Come September though, that's when we said, okay, this is it. This is the time. We built some furniture. We put it up on Kijiji. And it actually sold. So we made some furniture. We put it up on Kijiji, and we were really surprised that it sold. People wanted this stuff. So I was like, okay, well, I guess it might work after all. So we made some more. We sold, September, October, we were selling furniture. Come end of October, We had the opportunity to do a craft show. Said, hey, why not? Let's do it. It was work related, but the only thing with work related, it was only for a very limited audience, for the work people itself. So very limited. Of course, then you have only a percentage of those people that work there that actually come to the craft show. And of course, you only have a percentage of those that come to the craft show who will actually buy something. So it's like a very minimal amount of possible customers. We did sell some. It did cover the cost of the table, and we did make a little bit of income on top of that. But all in all, we lost money. And if you want to learn more about that experience, you can click on the link up here. Brenda and I did a video and explained our experience after we went through it about back then. I think it was back in October. So we decided we're not going to do craft shows anymore. Then we started making a bit of furniture again and putting it up for sale, but another severe, difficult time came in, well, it actually started in October already. October, November, and then December, unfortunately, we lost someone very special to us. And we, obviously, we put a lot of things on hold already. I think it was December, beginning of December, we put things on hold. We were just busy with that. And yeah, and then there were some things after that happened, even to January, February. So it wasn't until about March that we were able to really get back into it, into the business of building furniture. And then, of course, we all know what happens March 2020 here in this area, North America. We get hit with the pandemic and the lockdowns. Now, that said, you'd think that, you know, this would be like everything stopped. Well, it actually ended up being that we were able, people were still buying. We still made something, figuring, okay, if it doesn't sell, we'll just hold on to it until things pick up again. But funny enough, people were still, you know, we put them on Facebook Marketplace, and people were responding like within the same day, next day kind of thing, and it would be sold. So we're like, okay, I guess that's good. And it kept going into March, April, May. You know, people, as soon as we made something, we put it up for sale and it would sell. So we were really impressed, and people weren't haggling as much, actually. I don't know if it's because we really focused our ads over on Marketplace instead of on Kijiji more. We went more towards Marketplace, I mean. So I don't know if it's just a different customer group, but yeah, they were more likely not to haggle with the price. Maybe it's also the fact that I've also put in there that, you know, it's handmade in our workshop, and we have the links to our website and our YouTube channel, so they get to know us a little bit better as well. Because yeah, it really worked well. We were able to do, you know, e-transfers and curbside pickups and things like that. So it was really not an issue to try and get, you know, to get the furniture out. So that was great. Come summertime, we were planning to keep rolling into the summer, except our pool in the backyard, we had an above ground pool, broke, and we had to decide whether or not we're going to keep that pool, and we decided not to. So we had to take that thing out, fill in the hole. It was a bit of a hole there anyways, even though it was above ground. It was still it was still dug out somewhat. We built a new shed in the back. Wish it was a workshop. Not big enough. Our yard wasn't big enough for a new workshop. That would have been ideal. But we just built the garage so that we can get everything out of this garage that didn't pertain to woodworking, and put it all into that shed in the back. So now in this garage, it's about 95% of everything in this workshop now is all woodworking related. So it makes things a little bit easier. And even though we'd still like to have a bit bigger, but you know, it is what it is. We're making it work. So that's the reason I'm saying that is because we didn't have much time to do too much woodworking. We really concentrated on the backyard, enjoying the summer as well, you know, being outside and everything, and building all that stuff, deck, you know, you name it. We did it in the backyard. And again, I'll see if I can put the link. I don't know if I can do two links, but we do have a a video about the our backyard renovation as well. It's just sort of a time lapse in case you're interested in looking at that. So that kind of slowed down on our woodworking. Come September again, end of August, September, trying to get back into it again. Same thing though. We even though with the pandemic still kind of going on, we make some furniture, we post it, and the same day, next day, they would go. So, and then even more so, we were just getting extra orders, even though they've been sold. We're still getting communications, and we're getting orders and custom orders and things like that. So now it's really starting to ramp up, making it it's exciting but scary at the same time, because it's like we're still working full time, but we need to get these orders out. We want to make sure that the customers are happy, that they don't have to wait too long. And if we can get the furniture to them faster than what we said, then they hopefully will be happy. If they don't need it, if they don't want it right away, that's fine. But at least it's ready to go when they're ready. And for those who thought they might have to wait, 4 or 5 weeks, and we give it to them in 2 to 3 weeks, then they are even that much. I'm hoping they're much happier to receive them ahead of time. Exciting. Scary at the same time. We're really humbled by all the support we're getting from YouTube, from our customers, and they're thankful for having furniture made, in the area, made locally, with natural products as much as possible. Not particle boards or MDF or anything like that. It's all solid wood, not hardwoods, but solid wood, and. Yeah, so we're just going to keep going at it this way, and if it continues going that, we're definitely going to have to make some changes here in the workshop, and maybe some changes in our process, in our lives, kind of thing. We'll have to see. We don't know what it's going to bring. Right now, all we know is that there's customers out there who like our stuff, and we're just going to keep building. So we'll keep you up to date. Maybe we'll do this a little bit more often than once a year. What happened, maybe once a month might be just a little update of where things are at. We're not going to get into numbers at this point in time. As I mentioned, it was not a perfect year for showing numbers. Did we make a profit? We did, but on paper, because of all the equipment and everything else we bought and everything setting up and all the expenses, we're actually able to show a loss, which is great for tax purposes. But we're not going to be able to do that this year probably, so it'll be an income on top, which means we're going to have to pay more taxes. Anyways, that's life. It's a good thing we're paying taxes, means we're making money, but on the other hand, we still have to pay taxes. It's not a fun thing. So that's always the down part. Taxes. We won't say the T word anymore on this video. I promise you, no more T word here at Dusty Workbench, okay? So please, if you haven't subscribed already, please do so down below. Hit that notification bell and hit that like button if you like what we do here at the Dusty Workbench. I'm trying to get better at doing videos. I'm still kind of awkward, sound kind of weird, and this was just sort of an ad-lib type video. So thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. If you came all the way to this point in the video, we really appreciate it. I think we do have those items from the craft show of last year. We might do something in our next videos for those who do stick to the end, that if they have come to this point, they know that we will do something in the end of the video, so that if you do stick around and you put down in a comment, we might look at giving some of that stuff away, so for free. So we'll keep you up to date. We'll keep you up to date about that as well. We'll have to figure those technicalities about that first, but that might be an option down the road, so that might entice people to stay to the end. Hey, I'll see you next time here at the Dusty Workbench.